Hey, what's up, guys? So we've got some news to cover today. Jill Braff has been announced as the new head of Bethesda, so congratulations to Jill. And our main topic for today, Bethesda has announced their plans for Starfield in 2024. I've been having a lot of fun chatting about this in the unofficial Bethesda Softworks Discord server for the subreddit, so shout out to the people in there, and that's a great server to be a part of if you're interested. So let's dive in. First up, they're adding city maps. So folks, playing Starfield has greatly enhanced my appreciation for interior maps. I have gotten lost so many times and been like, oh no, I don't know where I am, someone help. Though for a game of this scale, I totally get that it's just not practical to do a complete local map for the whole game like Skyrim has, but it's nice that we'll at least be getting city maps. This way I won't wander around New Atlantis hopelessly lost anymore. Next up, we're getting new ways to travel. That's pretty vague, isn't it? Well, we know that a lot of players have been frustrated with the space travel, so it makes sense that Bethesda is looking to simplify it. So let's speculate a few ways that they might look to do that. They might simply give us a list and have us scroll through, and we would simply select the star system we're looking for, then select the planet we're looking to fly to, and depending on which one, we may even be able to just land. I mean, that's the simplest thing to do here that I can think of, so that's probably the best course of action if the intent is simply to simplify the whole system. Another idea is they might let us save some locations somehow. For example, most players would save the cities and maybe their outpost locations. Then I guess we would have a list for those, or we would have some sort of module like the planet projector in Jedi Survivor. This way we could just directly fast travel to the landing point we want. So this would be faster than the first idea, but the drawback is we wouldn't have every planet, we'd only be able to save a few. For a third spot, we're getting an update to the shipbuilding. So what specifically are we talking about here? Well, pay close attention to the wording, new ways to customize your ships. So this sounds more along the lines of changes to the mechanic than new parts. And I mean, there are ways to improve this mechanic. I find that the game fights me on where exactly doors and ladders go. Even when I use the attach feature rather than trying to freestyle it, it will still fight me a lot of the time. So this is a big thing that Bethesda can overhaul to improve this mechanic. Another thing that comes to mind is they could give us more say in the ship's interior. I actually made a guide a little while ago that shows every single interior, so if you want to check that out, it's linked in the top right. So once a ship is completed, the game tries to organize the interiors in a way that makes sense, but it just fails horribly. I always end up with these dead ends that just ruin the aesthetic. So I'd like it if we could choose our interior layouts ourselves. Also, what if they let us rotate the actual halves? Say I could turn this 3x1 here and make it so it can actually align this way. That would give us a lot more power over the exterior look as well, so we'll see what they do here. We're also getting new gameplay options to further adjust difficulty. Man, these just keep getting more vague, don't they? So in Starfield, difficulty is a subjective thing because there's a few different mechanics that each have their own skill factor. There's regular gunplay, space combat, survival mechanics, and stealth. Perhaps these options to adjust difficulty are really just being able to scale these mechanics individually instead of having to keep them all in one spectrum. That's the only thing I can think of here. Now some more exciting news, Bethesda is planning to launch official mod support next year, and it seems like it will be Starfield's version of the Creations update that Skyrim just got. So modders that are verified by Bethesda will be able to earn real money for their mods. Fans have expressed mixed feelings about this. Honestly, I'm more than cool with this because I think the pricing is going to have to be pretty cheap to get consistent downloads anyway. Another thing to keep in mind is that even when official mod support does launch, it will take some time before the mods on there get good, especially for console gamers. It took years before Skyrim really started getting some good mods, particularly expansions took a long time to really get there. Last thing on here is Shattered Space, which is going to be Starfield's first DLC. So I'm actually not going to dive into this one because I'm planning to give Shattered Space its own video, so stay tuned for that. That's all for this video, folks. Those are Bethesda's plans for Starfield in 2024. I also briefly want to mention Fallout for Hope, which is a charity initiative led by Kenneth Vigu from Chad of Fallout 76 podcast. We are currently fundraising for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So if you'd like to support us or simply find out more, there's a link to my Tiltify campaign in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment if you have something to add. I will see you next time.